So, second only to the pastor's mic is probably the vocal mic, because obviously in worship music, a huge priority is to have the vocal clarity, delivering the lyric of the song. You want to have that vocal mic, but there are a lot of choices.
Clearly.
Dynamic, condenser, cardioid, supercardioid, hypercardioid,
Mach 5 cardioid.
You're saying words I don't even understand.
Exactly. So we've got a lot of choices, different brands, different prices. How do you go about even figuring out which mic is best for which singer?
I got it. You get the expensive one.
Naturally, it'll be the best
Right?
one.
Yeah, the most expensive one is always the best one.
Well, that's what their marketing would tell you.
Yeah, so done. No?
No.
What? You disagree?
Yeah. How about things like stage volume? Are you on wedges or ears? How good's their mic technique? How well do they sound on the microphone? Do they like the microphone?
God will work all that out. Okay, so seriously, would we even pick? I mean, this is just a little smattering of the mics that we found.
Yeah, here's 9.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people watching probably never thought that they could choose between 9 different microphones.
Right.
Or that they would even have access to 9 different microphones.
Okay, so why wouldn't you just find the microphone that works, or, the one we've seen a lot of over the years, and say, I have an ensemble of 12 people and a lead, and I'm just going to get 12 or 13 of these and rock it.
No,
Easy.
that can work. I think there's the best way to do that may not necessarily be that way, but for the longest time, we where is it? Yeah, we had a bunch of these, and they sound good.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think all of these microphones, I would venture to say you could put just about any singer on any of these microphones,
Yeah.
and it won't be bad.
Right.
Now, your idea of bad may be different than mine, but it won't sound bad. These are all really good microphones.
So you're kind of introducing the premise that the vocals should be treated like an instrument, and you wouldn't use the same guitar on every player or every amplifier. So, right?
Yeah, I think we're getting more and more into that.
Okay.
More as time goes, trying out different capsules on different people, and not just going, we'll just put a KSM-9 on everybody or a Beta 58 on everybody.
Right.
However, it works great. I would be just fine doing that.
So whenever we have our singers out there, this is one where, when you talk about a pastor's mic or something, and you've got to kind of learn to deal with the, this kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I know for singers, I'm a lot more direct, and I like to work with them to really work on technique.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys find that's a huge deal to make
half
the
of
mic
tone.
work?
Yeah.
I feel like that is most important before the microphone.
But a lot of singers don't really know much about mic technique. They saw somebody on TV do this at a high note or a long note, and so they think that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, you have an engineer who is saying, eat the mic, it sounds better. And then the singer eats the mic, and there's plosives and proximity effect, and their ears are
Your mix
blowing
sounds
up.
terrible.
And their mix falls apart. So it's not that we have to explain to them the nuances of the inverse square law and all the physics of it,
Right.
Because that's going to go like deaf ears. So we have to develop a language that's common to both, that we can understand the why. Why is it better if it's here instead of here?
Right.
And then even just something as simple as, can you hear how much more ambience and more drum bleed and cymbals and stuff are in your ears now? If you do this, your head acts as a shield against that, and it's the proximity to the mic is important.
I haven't asked you guys this ever, but maybe when you were younger or whatever, or even now, do you guys take a mic even a mic you use all the time when you're trying to work out an effect or something, or a new mic, and do you try it out yourself, like at the console? Like
No.
plugged in or whatever, or do you have someone on stage try it?
Yeah.
Like not a rehearsal, but like, can you up on stage and talk in this mic and let me understand what it's doing before you put the vocals up there?
For sure.
That's
I
a great
want to
way.
understand what the mic is, how the mic is translating
How it will
a
react.
source that I know.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
that's good.
especially like if you have wedges on stage, there's things you need to know, like the pickup pattern on this microphone. It's written on the label, so you know. But that's not just the shape of a mushroom. That's there for a reason, right?
Yeah.
It's telling you that the pickup pattern for this microphone goes around the mic like this, but then there's this little add-on down here at the tail. So a singer on one of these that needs really loud wedges, and you put a wedge right in front of them, that is not ideal. You move that wedge off to the side over here where there's rejection, that's a lot better. So things like that. And like this microphone, you can change it. A lot of people don't even know this. They own these microphones. So you can go from that pattern that it's going to pick up on the backside, and you can test this. You can actually talk into the mic here and hear it. It's crazy. Or get rid of it and go this direction.
So you mean super cardioid's not always better, even though they're super in the name?
No, hyper.
Hyper.
Plasma.
Ultimate.
Mach 8 cardioid. Yeah. No, I think it's just, like you said, either you getting the microphone, testing it out, putting it in somebody else's hands, things like that.